Have you ever gone for a jog at night and felt that prickling on the back of your neck? Like someone or something is right behind you. Maybe you've quickened your pace, told yourself it's just the wind, but what if it's not? Welcome back to Friday 13, where we don't just tell stories, we drag you into the darkness with us. If you're watching this, you didn't stumble here by accident. No, you clicked this video because you're one of us. Someone who craves that shiver down your spine. That rush of adrenaline only a good scare can give. This story, The Phantom Jogger of Central Park, is for you. Yes, you, sitting there right now. Maybe with the lights off, maybe alone. You've landed on the perfect video, and I promise, we're going to deliver exactly what you came for. A tale so chilling, you'll think twice before stepping outside, after dark. So, settle in, lock your doors, turn up the volume, and let's dive into the shadows together, because this one's all about you, and what's waiting out there.
Before we start, let's set the stage with something I want you to think about. Picture yourself jogging through Central Park at night. The paths stretch out endlessly, the trees towering overhead, their branches clawing at the sky. It's just you, your footsteps, and the faint glow of streetlights. Then you hear it, another set of footsteps, echoing yours, just out of sync. You speed up, they speed up. You stop. What would you do? Would you dare look back, or would you run faster, hoping whatever's there doesn't catch up? Keep that in your mind, because tonight you're about to meet someone who faced that exact moment. And what happened next might just haunt you. This is Friday 13, and we're here to make sure you feel every second of it. This is where our story begins. Central Park, New York City. By day, it's a haven. Joggers, tourists, families soaking in the sun. But when night falls, it transforms. The paths empty out, the shadows deepen, and the park becomes something else. A place where legends whisper through the trees. Meet Emily, a 28-year-old New Yorker who's made this park her escape. She's a marathon runner, a skeptic, and the voice behind Mythbuster Emily, a blog where she dismantles urban legends with a smirk and a camera. Lately, she's heard the rumors. Tales of the Phantom Jogger, a ghostly figure said to stalk the park's paths after dark, chasing lone runners until they're never seen again. It's nonsense, she tells her running group. Just a spooky story for gullible people. But those stories cling to her, and she decides to turn them into her next big post. She'll jog the haunted route at midnight, live streaming it all to prove there's nothing out there. What could possibly go wrong?
Emily's no stranger to a challenge, and she's ready to take this one head on. She's dug into the legend. Old forum posts, grainy articles, tales from runners who swear they've seen something. One wrote, "I was near the reservoir when I felt it. Someone keeping pace with me. I turned, and there was this figure, its face pale and twisted, grinning like death itself. I ran, and it was gone." Another said, "My cousin jogged that path and vanished. They found his shoe, nothing else." Emily rolls her eyes at it all. Classic campfire stuff. But as she steps into the crisp October night, a tiny voice in her head whispers, "What if they're right?" She brushes it off, grabs her phone, and heads to the park. Because this is her night to shine, and you're coming along for the ride.
Hey everyone, Mythbuster Emily here, live from Central Park. Tonight, I'm tackling the Phantom Jogger legend. They say it hunts runners at night, but I'm here to prove it's all hype. So stick with me as I jog the haunted road. Headlamp on, skepticism dialed up. Let's do this.
Emily hits the path, her footsteps steady, her breath puffing into the chilly air. Central Park at night is a different beast. The trees loom like silent watchers, their shadows stretching long and jagged. It's quiet, too quiet. And there's a weight in the air,
like the park knows something she doesn't. She keeps the live stream upbeat. "See? Just a nice jog," she says, panning the camera across the empty trails. But then, a comment pops up. "Something moved behind you." She glances back. Nothing but darkness. "Nice try, guys," she chuckles, but it's strained. The chat lights up. "No, really, I saw it. Check the trees." She slows, sweeping the camera around. The lens catches only shadows and the distant hum of the city. "Told you? Nothing here," she says, but her voice wavers. And right then, you've got to wonder, did you see something in that frame? Or are your eyes playing tricks too? 10 minutes in, things start to shift. Emily's phone beeps, battery at 80%. "That's odd," she mutters. "It was full when I left." She shrugs it off. Live streaming's a power hog, right? But the air's colder now, biting at her skin, and the silence feels heavier, like it's listening. Then, out of nowhere, a splash, sharp and loud, from a pond up ahead. She freezes, heart thudding, and swings the camera toward it. Ripples spread across the black water, slow and deliberate, but there's nothing. No ducks, no wind, no explanation. "Okay, that was weird," she admits, her breath clouding the lens. The chat goes wild. "That wasn't natural. Emily, leave now." She forces a laugh. "Probably a fish, or something. You guys are jumping at shadows." But as she turns away, another sound stops her cold. Footsteps, faint but clear, echoing from behind. She spins around, the camera shaking. The path's empty. "Hello?" she calls, her voice bouncing off the trees. Silence. The footsteps stop. She checks the chat. "We heard it." "Run, Emily," she smirks, but it's shaky. "Just another jogger, right? Nothing spooky here." Except when she starts again, those footsteps come back, closer, matching her rhythm, just offbeat enough to chill your blood. Now, put yourself in Emily's shoes, because this is about you too. You're alone out there, miles from anyone, with only a flickering phone tying you to safety. Note, every shadow looks like it's moving. Every sound claws at your nerves. That's where Emily is right now. She tries to play it cool for the stream, but her hands tremble. "Okay, maybe I should head back," she says, turning around. But the path's wrong, twisted, unfamiliar, like the park shifted around her. "This isn't right," she whispers. "I know these trails." The chat's a frenzy. "You're lost! Look behind you!" She swings the camera, and there it is. A figure, standing under a street lamp, in the distance. A jogger, dark clad, face hidden in shadow. "Hey, do you know the way out?" she calls, hopeful. No answer. Then, it moves, jogging toward her. Slow at first, then faster, its steps jerky and wrong. Emily's gut screams at her. She bolts, the camera jolting with every stride. Here's your hook. What would you do if that figure started running at you? Run like Emily, or stand there, frozen, waiting to see its face? Emily runs, but it's gaining. Those footsteps pounding closer, too fast, too loud. She risks a glance back, and what she sees rips a scream from her throat. It's no jogger. Its eyes are black pits, its mouth a gaping, twisted grin, stretched wider than any human should be. It moves like a marionette, limbs snapping unnaturally, closing the gap. "No, no," she cries, the phone slipping from her grip. The live stream catches the ground, leaves, pavement, then a blur of something reaching down, before static swallows it all. When the feed cuts out, her followers lose it, flooding the chat with panic. But Emily? She's gone. The next morning, that phone was all they found. No Emily, no trace. Her live stream hit the internet like a wildfire, dissected by everyone, from horror junkies to detectives. Camera. Some call it a stunt.
Others swear that figure was real. But here's where it gets personal for you. They never found her, sure. But the phantom jogger? Jim? It didn't stop. Runners still talk about it, feeling watched, hearing steps that echo theirs. Some say they've seen it, a shadow in the distance, jogging with that same ghastly grin. So, let's answer that first hook. What happens when you hear those footsteps? Emily ran, and it took her anyway, which leaves a new question burning. What if it's not stuck in Central Park? What if it follows you home, waiting for your next run? Well,
Emily's story doesn't end clean. It lingers, just like the dread creeping up your spine right now. The phantom jogger's still out there, they say, hunting anyone brave or foolish enough to jog alone at night. Maybe it's watching the park. Maybe it's closer than that. So, next time you're out, lacing up your shoes and feel that chill, listen. If you hear footsteps that aren't yours, don't look back. Run, and pray it's not too late. This is Friday 13, where the nightmares don't let go. Thanks for sticking with us, you fearless souls. If Emily's fate got under your skin, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell. We've got more shadows to explore. Tell us in the comments, would you risk a midnight jog after this? Until next time, stay safe, and maybe keep your runs to daylight. This is Friday 13, signing off. However the dark